Hello everyone, this is Stefan Loha from etclabscore, and in this video I'm going to show you how to contribute to docs.ethereumclassic.org. This is an open source technical documentation resource, and I particularly want to go over how anyone can contribute an Ethereum Classic user in the user showcase section. And I also want to go over making simple changes to the docs. Editing one of these components, for example, the footer section, or editing a page, such as the community page. And I also want to cover adding a technical blog post. The first thing to do is go to contribute to this site. This is the main project repository. I definitely encourage you to go through the README. And as far as in the getting started section, you'll notice the source branch is the website source. So that's going to be where you're going to be making your changes. And on the source branch, you'll see a lot of more detailed information about how the site's built. It's utilizing the Docosaurus website generator, and I strongly recommend you to go through the Docosaurus documentation. It's nothing too difficult. It'll just give you a better understanding and make it a lot easier to contribute to this website. So, like anyone should do, you should always fork the repository before you start making changes, which I've already forked it. So I'm just going to pull this down locally. You'll see I've actually already cloned it, and then I'm going to go into the project. You'll notice I'm in the master branch. Now you do not want to be in the master branch. You want to check out the source branch, and this is where all your goodies are. So now now that we're in the correct branch, we're going to change directories into website. We're going to do npm install to install dependencies, which I have already done. And we're going to do npm start to run the website locally. So it's going to be in localhost 3000. Now let's get started making some changes. Let's say I want to contribute a user to this section here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to open up this project in an IDE. And to contribute to a user, you're going to go to the website directory. You're going to go to siteconfig.js. Now, once you're here, you'll notice there's a constant users function, and it's actually very simple. Really, all you have to do is you can just copy and paste one of these, and then change it to whatever particular project you're going to input in there. So, for example, let's say I'm just going to copy this here. I'm just going to put another one there, and let's say I want to add Ethernode, because to my knowledge, Ethernode's not on there at the moment. You're going to want to input the website URL, and we're going to want an image there too. So I've already pulled up an image here. Just going to copy that image address, and I'm going to input it for the image source. I'm going to save that. Now, if I go back to the local instance of the website, you'll see I added a user, and this is also linked to that project. So that's how simple it is to add a user to the user showcase. Now let's go over how to make changes to the docs. So to make changes to the docs, we're going to go back in our IDE, And instead of the website directory, we're going to go in the docs directory. Here you'll see a few markdown files. And I'm not going to go too into detail on creating categories and such. I think the DocSource documentation could do that justice. However, for example, let's say, what is Ethereum Classic? Let's say ETC is the best at mutability, right? I'm going to save that. Now, if I go to that beginners section, you'll see, that change has been made. So if you see any, if you want to contribute like simple copywriting and stuff, it's that simple. Now, let's say you want to change one of the pages. These are kind of like components. So to change a component, let's say the community page, let's say I want to contribute, another resource where I could connect with other developers and such. So you're going to go back in your IDE and you're going to look at pages. And we have the community.js page, which if you don't know a React or a J6, it's not too big of a deal. You'll see here it's nothing too complicated. We have our heading, need help, or want to connect with the community. Let's say you wanted to add another link. Let's say we wanted to add another link. I'll just copy this here. Let's say we had some ETC community, dev community rocket chat, right? ETC rocket chat, right? All right. I'll save that. And I go back here, you see ETC rocket chat. So I've contributed some more information to the community page. Now, how do we contribute a blog? Now, to contribute a blog, you'll see we'll close the website directory and it's in the website directory, I'm sorry. And we'll go to the blog subdirectory, and you notice here we have an example blog post. And what you can do is just, it's as easy as just duplicating this. Change the markdown file to whatever date you're posting in. So let's say we're posting it October, let's say 18, right? And what's the title of what's this going to be about? It's going to be new blog post 1, 2, 3. All right, and in my new blog post 1, 2, 3, I'm just going to change the title. My new blog post. The author is Pac-Man, and let's say the Twitter is etclabscore. Now let's change some of the content here, and let's say, did you know ETC has a fixed monetary policy? All right, let's save that, and we'll go to blog. You'll see we have my new blog post and we have the previous posts, and these are in order based on the dates we have in the markdown files here. So we can click in my new blog post and go to that one in particular, and go to recent posts, click another post, and basically that's how you contribute a blog post to the site. All right, now if you want to make more crazier changes like within the pages and content, maybe a little more breaking changes, definitely view the DocSource documentation to see what the limits you could go to yourself. Otherwise, let's say I'm done with my changes here, then I would, I'll just stop the server here. All right, so I'm in my get source, get remote. Just gonna make sure I'm in my fork of the project, and I'm just gonna get commit. I'm gonna commit these all, and I strongly recommend you to use conventional commits. If you don't know what those are, check out the contributing guide in the project repo. Otherwise, let's do this. Let's finish up this commit message, which is, actually I'll add feat for feature. and I'll say added Ether node to user showcase and added blog post. Okay, and just make sure those are there. Oh, I guess I'm missing something here. All right, and just do git push, and if I go to my fork of the repo, and you know, from here, you're confident with your changes, you know, go to the original project repo and start making a pull request. That's all. That's how easy it is. And just make sure that you're making a pull request to the source branch.